Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What I'm making today is a tasty dessert called zucchini and cranberry loaf. So many delicious recipes out there you could use up your zucchini with, and I've got a few of them that I can share with you as well. But this one today is a very tasty dessert, a loaf that you could make in just a few minutes and bake it in under 60 minutes. If this recipe interests you and you can't wait to make it, stick around and let's get started. I got this delicious zucchini here that we got from Raymond's brother, and we've had it in and stored for a couple of weeks here just to make some recipes, and we've had a few of them from him, and thank you for that. And some cranberries here that I froze from last year. We picked at over at the in Portagrave by the lighthouse. I'll get it out, Raymond. I'm sure it'll come to me. And like you said, I just freeze them and keep them all year round and have them. And so I'm going to cut up this, I'm going to cut a piece off of this zucchini and put it into shredded pieces. I'm going to keep the skin on. You could remove the skin if you wish. So let's get doing that. So pretty much all I'm going to do is just cut off a nice chunk. Just look at the inside of this zucchini. So lovely. And your brother Raymond, next to my dad, I'll always give my dad the best person for making or for growing vegetables, but your brother, man oh man, his vegetables down on that waterfront is so lovely. Now all really I'm doing, I washed the zucchini and I'm just going to cut it up in shredded pieces like this and leave the green in there because actually it looks nice in this recipe. And if you don't want to peel, you can take it off, of course. So shred at least 2 cups, and then what I'll do, I'll show you that, and as well I'll tell you what to do with the remainder of your zucchini to keep it all year round. And what I like to do, of course, when zucchini seasons is here, anywhere from the last of August right on to October, if you can keep them growing. And of course, in the stores, I think you can buy anytime because you're getting it from everywhere. But I usually, when I get the zucchini, because my brother-in-law gifts it to me all the time, I shred it like this and freeze it in the freezer. And I'll put about 2 cups in each bag, that freezer bag. And then I got it for all types of recipes. But during that season, of course, I am making anywhere from stuffed zucchini to, like you said, this zucchini loaves, and of course putting it in my salads and such. So that's just a little tidbit. If you got access to zucchini, just keep it for a rainy day.
And like you were saying a little earlier there, Bonita, his garden, all of his vegetable garden on the bank is seriously a picture within itself.
Oh, it is, yes, because it's got it's all up on a hill, but at the bottom of it is the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and it's got all sorts of beautiful vegetables that's growing there. And then again, by at least November, he's got everything out of his garden and waiting then for the snow, which we're not waiting for, but anyway. No. So let's get back to this recipe here now. Yeah. And we'll just take off 2 cups from this and we'll get started. So I'm going to be using my trusty little helper here today. And
are you talking about me?
I was just going to say, Raymond, you and my other little trusty little helper, my mixer here, I'm going to be... Well, I could.
Oh, that's okay. I'll take a break.
I can get you working over here, I guess. That's not a problem. So I'm going to be putting 2 eggs. It could be large or medium eggs, and just whisk them together. So after you've whisked the eggs together, and just until they start to get blended and a little fluffy, add in your sugar, which is going to be 3/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar. You could use our sugar of choice, and 3/4 of a cup of cooking oil. I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to add in there 1 teaspoonful of vanilla and whisk that in. So I'm going to be putting in there 2 cups of this shredded zucchini. So you just toss it on in. I was going to eyeball it, but I'll just, you know, pretty much look 2 cups is all I add there. So I'm going to toss all of that in there. I'm going to whisk that around, and then we'll get going on the dry ingredients. Got that mixed in there. My cup of cranberries, I'm gonna just be sifting the dry ingredients into my bowl, but I wanted to put about a tablespoonful of those of flour over my cranberries, and we'll do that at the very end. But what we'll do, I got 1/8 of a teaspoonful of nutmeg. I'm going to toss in there a teaspoonful of cinnamon, but I'll leave a little bit just to sprinkle over the top of the loaf. You can put more if you want to. A teaspoonful of sea salt. A little humid here again today, Raymond. I don't know if it got anything to do with us living right by the salt water, eh? I don't know. Probably got a little bit to do with it.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is sift in the flour. Sift it on into the bowl. So just sift in the flour. You can sift all the dry ingredients together if you want to, or just the flour, because really it's just the flour that we want for it to be nice and fluffy when it starts to blend in through. And I'm going to mix that around. So I'm going to also put in there 1 teaspoonful of baking powder and 1 teaspoonful of baking soda. And now this is the final blend. So now what we're going to do now, we're going to be taking this bowl out, and then I'm going to fold in those cranberries, because I don't need that, what you would call, mixed in there. So that's what your dough is going to look like, your batter. And then toss in the cranberries. That's coated with flour, of course. Pretty much all you're doing then is folding in the cranberries. And if the cranberries is frozen, keep them frozen. They'll brushed in with that flour and just fold them in, and that way your batter is not going to be full of red. You don't want that, even though you're going to see the green going through with the zucchini and a little bit of the red, but this is a delicious dessert. Fold up your parchment paper, put it into a pan, a loaf pan. I'll give you the measurements. This is a large loaf pan I'm using here today. I'll give you the measurements of that. I'm thinking it's 9 by 10 or something, but it doesn't matter. If you got a big loaf pan, or if you got a small one, make 2. If you got a big loaf pan, then just dump it all in there. So then we're just going to scoop it into that loaf pan. So just scooping it on in there. So Raymond is telling us that our loaf pan looks about 9 by 6. So I'll leave you those dimensions at the bottom in the description with the recipe, of course.
First of all, I've always measured, measure from the inside, because that's going to be the size of the loaf.
That's what you're going to have, yeah.
So, that's definitely 9 by 6.
Yeah, from the measuring the inside, not necessarily the outside. And having the parchment paper there, guys, you help you when this is baked to take it out of the pan, or you can dump it out of the pan, it doesn't matter, but that's pretty much what that's for easy taking it out. Now what I'm going to do is tell you, well, I'm going to tell you how long to bake it for, but I'm also going to put over there some cinnamon over the top. That's what I left a little bit for that. Now let's talk about how long you need to bake it for. So I'm just going to shake it a little small amount, get any air pockets out, flatten it down a little bit more. So now what you're going to do, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You're going to put your pan in the middle rack with both burners on, and then you will put it in there anywhere from 60 minutes or till toothpick clean, I'm going to say. It could be less, it could be a little bit more, but it all depends on your oven. So meet me back here when that's done, and I'm going to show you what ours look like. Now our zucchini cranberry loaf is baked. I'm going to take you in closer, show you what it looks like. So pretty much all you need to do is just lift up the parchment paper, take it out of your pan, and this is what it looks like, nice and hot. So hot. I'm not going to be cutting into that one because I got one down here in advance and I've cut into this one. So this one is the one I'm going to have a taste of. But this is what it looks like. So delicious. It smells absolutely amazing in here. The smell of that zucchini and cranberry loaf is just overwhelming. I'm glad that we made one here in advance because you want to let this one set and let it rest. As much as we don't like letting anything rest, we want to cut into it right away. But this one I baked earlier today, and of course it's so delicious. When you grate up your zucchini, put it into a bag, put 1 or 2 cups in each bag and freeze it, because like you said, you can make so much delicious food with that, cakes and muffins and such. Plus, you know, you could use zucchini in a savory dish like a lasagna and that. And also we got some mustard zucchini pickles up there. I'm going to share that link with you as well. So I am going to have a taste of this. Of course, so, you know, the texture is so nice and not too, it's definitely not dry. And I know a lot of people don't like the moist word, but it do. It's got that nice texture and very tasty. Yeah, Raymond, I'll give you some in a moment.
I was just waiting for you to say that, you know.
We're after having some of this one, and he's after tasting it before. So good, so good.
Secrets.
2 thumbs up. The taste is amazing, and like you said, the texture. And I got some butter on there. I'm gonna put some jam on some more after because I can't get enough of this. Can't wait for you to make it. Now I'm gonna have a sip of my tea. I love having these loaf breads in our home, and no matter if it's zucchini or whatever type, because having that there to pull out of the fridge, out of the freezer, when you get company, it's so wonderful. And this here, cut it up in slices, put it in an airlock container. You can freeze it, take it out as you want it, or just put it there on your counter and eat it until it's gone. You're gonna love it. Oh my gosh. We're going to leave you the recipe in under this video, and if you can't find it there, send me a message at bonnitakitchen@gmail.com. I also will share the recipe with you on our website, www.bonitaskitchen.com. You can pop by as well and visit us on our Facebook page, because each day I'm sharing some extra videos that we've posted from years ago. Viewers' pictures of their food they cook and bake from our recipes, and anything up and coming, we like to share it on there. But of course, right here on YouTube, you got full access to all of the recipes as well, and we'll post a few of them up in the top right hand corner that you can click on and check out for this zucchini. We're going to have to share these loaves today because I can see myself and Raymond just sitting down having this and nothing else today, only the zucchini.
Yeah, let's
cranberry
skip
loaf.
supper or dinner, whatever.
So
yeah.
tasty. And with that butter on it, oh my gosh. So this is it. It's as good as it gets. We can't help but thank each and every one of you for stopping by and spending a little bit of it with us here today. We know your time is precious and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. And as well, thank you for commenting, sharing in suggestions and some of your stories about your delicious family recipes. And again, thank you on behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team. And from our kitchen to yours, you have a wonderful day. If you're visiting our beautiful province of Newfoundland, Labrador, don't forget to check out the town of Carbonear and join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen.